The Los Angeles Lakers receive some good news that should give them confidence to take LeBron James' veiled threat with a grain of salt. ESPN's front office insider Bobby Marks surveyed teams around the league and found out that there is no trade market for the soon-to-be 41-year-old Lakers star. To be sensitive to LeBron, who is considered one of the greatest of all time, there isn't a trade market for him, Marks said. He's making $53 million. He's in the last year of his contract. He's 40 years old, and I talked to numerous teams yesterday and asked that same question. Would you give up basically the farm? Basically, you would have to give up 4 or 5 players to go get LeBron James for 1 year, and the unanimous answer was no, they wouldn't. James' agent, Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul, put out an ambiguous statement regarding his top client's future in Los Angeles despite picking up his $52.6 million player option. LeBron wants to compete for a championship, Paul told ESPN. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeanie, Buss, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. Lakers pivoting from LeBron to Luka. After 7 years with James as face of the franchise, the Lakers made a seismic organizational pivot last season when they traded for Luka Doncic in exchange for Anthony Davis, James' closest friend on the team and a fellow Clutch Sports client. Upon his arrival, the Lakers immediately catered to Doncic's demand as they made the rescinded Mark Williams trade, which hasn't gone unnoticed to James' camp, ESPN's Dave McMenamin reported in February. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future, Paul continued. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. The Lakers suddenly find themselves in 2 different timelines with James and Doncic as their stars. Is LeBron a buyout candidate? While the Lakers still want to compete, they do not have the ammunition to shape the roster into a championship contender. After the Doncic trade, they are left with only 1 first-round pick, 2031 or 2032, and up to 4 pick swaps as their draft capital, which is not enough to land an all-star caliber center. Depending on what they do and Dorian Finney-Smith's free agent decision, the Lakers will only have limited spending power in free agency. If Finney-Smith returns, the Lakers will only have the $5.7 million taxpayer mid-level exception. If Finney-Smith signs elsewhere, they will have the $14.1 million full MLE. But if the Lakers strike out on Finney-Smith and significant free agent centers, James could ask out. But he may find out the harsh reality that at his age and with only a year left on his deal, the rest of the league will not mortgage their future for just a 1-year rental. The stakes change a lot if LeBron James ever became a free agent and did some type of buyout in Los Angeles, Marks added. There, you would have 29 teams lined up for him. The Los Angeles Lakers got hit with some interesting news on Sunday following LeBron James' decision to opt into his contract for the 2025-26 season. However, his future with the team appears to be up in the air. While they continue to try to resolve that situation, the Lakers have plenty of other moves to make. After spending some time with the South Bay Lakers, guard Jordan Goodwin was able to earn a roster spot and even break into the team's rotation. He did enough to impress Los Angeles, and according to Spotrac's Keith Smith, the Lakers have picked up his $2.3 million team option, which gives him a lightly guaranteed contract through the 2025-26 season. A big reason for his strong season in Los Angeles was thanks to his improved shooting. He hit a career-high 38.2% of his three-point attempts. If he can continue to improve that aspect of his game, he may be able to get a long-term contract next offseason. Goodwin has been bouncing around the NBA since he went undrafted in 2021, but he has a chance at a long-term home with the Lakers. He'll need another strong season in 2025-26 to ensure that happens. Lakers tender offer to Christian Koloko. 25-year-old center Christian Koloko was another young veteran the Lakers took a flyer on last season who might have a chance to stay on the roster. He only played 37 games last season and never cracked the playoff rotation, but the Lakers appear to like his upside. Smith reported that Los Angeles tendered a 2-way qualifying offer to Koloko. While it remains to be seen if he'll accept, He is now set to be a restricted free agent, which means the Lakers will have the right to match any offer that another team makes to Koloko. Considering the young center isn't a household name yet, this should make it easier for the Lakers to retain him in free agency. Lakers have big decisions looming. As noted earlier, James opted into his contract for the 2025-26 season, which means he plans to play. However, it might not be with the Lakers. His agent, Rich Paul, dropped some commentary that would suggest that James might want to be traded. LeBron knows the Lakers are building for the future, and he also wants to compete for championships, Paul told The Athletic and ESPN. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeanie, Bus, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. If James wants to be traded, there's not much the Lakers can do. At this stage of his career, he's not going to get the team much in return, but he can get them something. With James on the roster, the Lakers can contend for a championship, but that likely won't be the case if he gets traded. It'll be a tough call for general manager Rob Pelinka to make. After the Phoenix Suns traded for Mark Williams and drafted a center with a number 10 pick in the NBA draft, Nick Richards is perceived to be the odd man out in a logjam in the frontcourt. After striking out on Williams in a collapsed deal with the Charlotte Hornets, the Los Angeles Lakers are expected to make a run at the Suns for Richards. One report is linking the Lakers and the New York Knicks to the veteran 7-footer. The Suns should be combing through offers for Richards this week, according to Hoopshype's Michael Sato. After trading for Charlotte Hornets center Mark Williams and drafting Common Maluak with a number 10 overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, Phoenix Suns center Nick Richards is a trade candidate to monitor, Sato reports. Richards has a $5 million non-guaranteed salary for the 2025-26 season expected to be guaranteed by the Suns, which will give the team the ability to trade him. Richards has drawn trade interest from several teams, including the New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers, and Los Angeles Lakers, Sato concluded. The Suns could wind up with a solid haul for Richards in a move with the Knicks or Lakers. In an attempt to position themselves for a deep playoff run in the post-Kevin Durant era, the Suns are off to a strong start in addressing its frontcourt concerns with a starting center in Williams and a starting forward with all-star potential in Jalen Green. Bill Simmons adds Lakers to landing spot for Suns Bradley Beal. If the Lakers are in the market for Bradley Beal, perhaps the Suns could swing a move centered around Rui Hachimura and other pieces to match salary. It's a move worth exploring if you're the Lakers, per The Ringer's Bill Simmons. I think the Lakers are in there from a desperation standpoint on getting some sort of person that makes them feel different than they were last year, Simmons said. I'm putting Sacramento in here because I think they're just in no man's land, and they're somehow back to who they were for the entire 2010s, and they just have this weird team that doesn't make sense, and are they capable of anything? I had Phoenix because of this Beal situation, Simmons continued. What do? You can't buy them out. That would be idiotic. Do you hope he's going to be better? You can't trade him. The Suns front office will begin to execute its off-season game plan this week.